being a control freak is not leadership. So many times we envision our leaders as these people who are, the boss, they're in charge, and I've said this before. And we sometimes see those people as people who are in control, like they're the boss of us. They're the ones telling us what to do. They're the ones telling us how to do our job, or how to show up, or to do the garden or whatever. And that sort of tight grip on control, if that's something that you possess as well, it's not leadership. It's actually something that repels people. It impacts how they respect you. It impacts how they see you. And it's not an authentic way to show up either. Because ultimately, a tight grip on control is fear. So if you're one of those people who just always has to be in control, you've got to be the one running the show, you've got to be the one calling the shots, know that you're not actually showing up as a leader. And I'm not going to apologize for saying that. It's the truth, and you need to know it. You're not showing up as a leader if you've got that tight grip on control. I've done it in the past. There were times when I was doing work on myself, or prior to doing the work on myself that I've done over my lifetime, where being in control was incredibly important to me. It gave me this sense of being in charge. It gave me this sense of being the master of my own destiny. And in reality, all it did is it really kind of hindered me. My staff didn't really want to listen. Unfortunately, I corrected that quickly because it's not really how I show up. I try to be very collaborative in my work. But there are times when I have been where I've tried to be very controlling, and it hasn't worked. And I suspect if that's your case, or your situation where you've been very controlling, it's probably not working real well for you either. You get people who kind of rebel, they talk back, maybe they don't do the work they're supposed to do, maybe they don't show up like they should, maybe they come in and they're kind of like, yeah, whatever, I don't know, just sort of, there's not a lot of good energy there, right? And like I said, it's also not an authentic way to show up. It's not genuine. Being a control freak is not a genuine way to show up in the world. It may feel like it because it feels like you have to. You feel sort of this desperation to be in charge and be in control and again, have that tight grip on all the things. But it is truly impacting your ability to lead. And you weren't born to be a control freak. You were born to be a leader. So one's got to go if you're going to embrace the other. And I'm here to help you do that. I'm here to help you understand that releasing control won't hurt you. It won't harm you. It will actually serve you. It will actually benefit you going forward. It'll benefit all of your relationships. It'll benefit all your interactions. It'll benefit your work. It'll benefit your home. It'll benefit your kids. It'll benefit everything that you do and want to do. And it makes life a little bit easier. I know it can feel like life is better or easier when you're in control, because again, you feel like you're calling the shots. So it gives you this sort of sense of order and this sense of structure that can feel comforting. So it can be scary to release that control and really be that more authentic, genuine self that you can be, and that you're destined to be. But again, hanging on to the control just isn't going to serve you. It's best if you can, or when you can bring yourself to release it, when you can bring yourself to sort of let go and trust and have faith that people are going to do the things that you need them to do, or that you want them to do, or that you hope that they do. People do them. They do. They show up and they participate. They do what is expected of them. When somebody's trying to control people, they're less likely to do it, or they do it with resentment. And again, we don't want people resenting us if we're going to be a leader, right? Leaders aren't resented. It's just not how it works. So releasing control, once you get accustomed to it and you trust people, it actually is easier. It's so much easier than maintaining that tight grip. So that's what I got to say today. I know this is a little disjointed, a little bit, kind of maybe not one of my better videos, but I try to do these in one take and be genuine and just say what comes from my heart. And what's coming from my heart is that if you want to be a leader, if you want to be the leader that you are born to be, you've got to release control. You've got to put your faith in yourself and trust yourself. And I'm here to help you do that. So if you'd like to talk about, releasing control and what that looks like and how you could do it, drop me a message below, send me an email, send out a flare, and we'll set up a time to chat. In the meantime, take care and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.